Have you ever wondered how a simple joke in an advertisement can spiral into a full-blown cultural debate? That's exactly what happened with American Eagle and Dunkin's recent campaigns. These ads didn't just make people laugh or cringe. They sparked conversations about identity, representation, and the fine line between cleverness and insensitivity. Let's start with American Eagle's campaign featuring Sydney Sweeney. When I first came across it, my initial reaction wasn't amusement, but confusion. It wasn't that the wordplay fell flat, rather the context felt mismatched. Tongue-in-cheek humor, a style rooted in sarcasm and irony, is meant to be playful and lighthearted. But for it to work, everything has to align: the tone, the brand personality, and the person delivering the message. Without this harmony, what could have been witty turns awkward instead. Imagine if the same campaign featured someone known for their comedic chops, like a stand-up comedian or a comedic actor. Even then, it wouldn't guarantee perfection, but it might soften the blow. Why? Because comedians bring built-in expectations of irreverence. Audiences are primed for the wink-wink, nudge-nudge approach. Unfortunately, Sydney Sweeney isn't primarily known as a comedian, nor is American Eagle recognized for pushing boundaries with edgy humor. As a result, the joke doesn't land with laughter. It lands with bewilderment. And this isn't solely about American Eagle. Consider Dunkin's recent ad starring Gavin Casalegno from The Summer I Turned Pretty. In the commercial, he declares himself the king of summer, attributing his glowing tan to genetics while sipping on a golden hour refresher. On paper, it seems harmless enough, a playful nod to his character's charm. However, without proper context, such language can feel loaded, especially in today's climate where coded messages carry significant weight. People are already grappling with questions of belonging and equity across various spheres, from corporate boardrooms to national borders. So when brands hint at exclusivity or superiority, even in jest, it raises eyebrows. Who gets celebrated? Who defines beauty standards? And why does it matter? This brings us to the broader challenge marketers face: balancing wit with risk. Humor can humanize a brand or haunt it indefinitely. Take Wendy's, for instance. Their snarky Twitter presence, roasting competitors, dropping memes, engaging in fast food feuds, has become legendary. But here's the secret sauce. Wendy's hasn't just dabbled in sarcasm. They've committed to it wholeheartedly over time. The consistency builds trust, making their humor feel authentic rather than forced. Modern audiences aren't passive consumers anymore. They scrutinize not only what's said, but also who's saying it, how it's framed, and whether they're included in the narrative. With shifting societal attitudes around beauty, race, and representation, brands must tread carefully. Missing the mark isn't just embarrassing, it can alienate entire communities. And in a world hyper-focused on accountability, missteps often lead to consequences. So why did American Eagle choose to double down despite the backlash? Was it arrogance, strategy, or something else entirely? My take: they weighed the pros and cons and decided the buzz outweighed the blowback. Controversy keeps people talking, which keeps brands relevant. Plus, trying to please everyone has become increasingly unrealistic. We're witnessing a shift where brands are embracing polarizing stances, not out of spite, but out of necessity. Think of Chick-fil-A closing on Sundays. Some customers protest, others applaud, but the brand remains steadfast. Similarly, American Eagle may be signaling a new era where criticism isn't feared, it's expected. If shoppers love the product, they'll stay loyal regardless of the noise. If not, well, there are plenty of other options. But here's the million-dollar question: is this a misstep or the dawn of a bold new direction? What if American Eagle isn't reacting impulsively, but intentionally repositioning itself? What if this cheeky campaign is less about shock value and more about testing a sharper creative voice? Brands evolve, after all. Every evolution starts somewhere, even if it begins with a pun. To avoid similar pitfalls, marketers should adopt proactive strategies. Building a diverse cultural council can provide invaluable insights throughout the creative process. This group shouldn't just mirror your target audience, it should include voices from outside it too. Encourage open dialogue and unfiltered feedback. Ask tough questions early and often. Is this clear? Is it safe? Could it offend? Remember H&M's infamous coolest monkey in the jungle sweatshirt debacle? It wasn't malicious, but it was preventable. Ultimately, effective marketing isn't just about being clever. It's about being considerate. In a culture where every campaign sparks conversation, your brand's tone isn't just what you say, it's how you're perceived. So before launching that next tongue-in-cheek ad, ask yourself, are your customers truly in on the joke? Or are you leaving them scratching their heads and scrolling away? After all, maybe American Eagle really does have good genes. I mean, jeans.